in the Netherlands, 30% of all food is wasted in people's homes because people are confused about the label and understanding whether something is actually at date or not. And this solution, the Fresh Meter, changes color once you've opened a package to make sure that you actually understand, it responds to the oxygen in the air and also the kind of temperature. And that way you know for sure whether your food is actually safe or not. We're never going to be able to eliminate all food waste, however, but we can use it productively. So this is another example of huge amounts of citrus waste, which we are actually not very good at dealing with right now. It doesn't compost very well, but it can be turned into biopolymers that are actually very durable and have lots of different functionalities. So everything in that picture that is not on the woman is made of this orange biopolymer. Here's another great example from the Netherlands, upgrading low-quality organic waste by feeding it to insects, which can then turn that into something of high value. So different basically fertilizers or fish meal or food for chickens. So all of these different things. But you actually see, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to skip the plastic one, which is too bad. But one of the things that I wanna emphasize from this is that there is no such thing as a sustainable product. There can only be sustainable product service systems. You actually have to understand how the thing that you're making interacts with the world, how people are going to use it, misuse it, how it's going to change over time, what will happen when the population changes and suddenly 10,000 more times people want that thing that you made. So it's all about understanding what you have created in the context of the bigger whole and continuously being able to zoom out to see, okay, we have this set of planetary boundaries that we have to stick within. How do we actually design things that will keep us within those planetary boundaries in the long run and bend those exponential growth curves? So in the end, moving towards a circular economy and actually using it as this kind of means of identifying those solutions that really transform the relationships in the value chain is akin to solving a Rubik's Cube puzzle. Most of the time in our individual position in the economy, we're always just focused on our own role, our own position. So it's kind of like when you're solving a Rubik's Cube puzzle and you're thinking of like, okay, well, I want to get this white square over there to the other side in the middle. And you're just focusing on that white square and trying to move it. And when you do that, of course, you're jumbling the rest of the cube. You're messing up the rest of the puzzle. The only way to solve that puzzle is to understand the algorithm behind it and to actually crack that algorithm and follow it and solve it together. And this is how we have to move forward, leveraging our technologies in such a way that we can actually bend those exponential growth curves and keep the planet within the boundaries that we have to keep it within. And I think as many of us as possible should be focused on doing this and considering asking yourself the question, are the solutions that you're coming up with, are the technologies that you're coming up with, are they working towards this or are they working against this? If we actually do want to achieve these grander things and these move towards kind of the next level of human evolution, these are the fundamental existential problems that we have to address first. And we can do that by all aligning and all kind of internalizing this understanding of the fact that we live in this big system that is interconnected. Thank you very much, and I hope to speak to you outside.